right, so here we are back inside Bell Center, Montreal, Quebec, Canada. This is as loud and as knowledgeable a crowd as we'll experience really all year on the UFC Roadshow.
It's a great fight environment. The Bell Center is a fantastic venue. What type of performance are you going to give these great fans tonight?
Well, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. And now he's got that tie clinch. We'll see what he can do with it. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman. Notice the drive. Look at how they drive the knee right into the midsection.
Splits the guard, lands the right hand. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
Let's recompose. Let's get going now.
All right, so there it is, the early takedown. He told everyone here during fight week within earshot that he was going to try to wrestle, try to get this fight to the ground, and had no problem doing so just there.
During their fight camp, they made a checklist, and they checked off the most important part of the fight, getting an early takedown.
Blaydes is back in half guard, very comfortable here. Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation, and a healthy one, for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Oh, a little single collar tie there.
Oh, that's a nice strike.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Big punch from the clinch.
Double leg.
What a takedown.
Under 3 minutes now to go in round one. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do you do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space. Down into his mount.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, working inside the now open guard of his opponent.
The guy on his back is very good at submissions, and if he's not careful here, he's going to get stuck, and he will have to submit.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
All right, side control now. Throws the right hand there. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle.
And he's out. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Blaydes. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound.
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. A lot of top pressure being applied here. All right, looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here. Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on it.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. The horn sounds for the end of round one.
Hey, stop!
While we look back at some of the replays from that previous round, DC, a lot of good action for fight fans over those 5 minutes.
I mean, high pace, high intensity, all action first round. Both landed multiple strikes. What a great round of fighting.
Let's punch into that clinch this round. All right? He has no answer for your clinch. He's not defending the right way. He's open for those knees, those elbows. All of that is working.
You ready? You ready? Fight!
Nice slip to avoid the left. And potentially a critical takedown here. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Nice hammer fist. Oh, nice combination of strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent, not unlike Muhammad Ali over Sonny Liston back in the day.
That is a good reference. If you're standing and your opponent's on the ground, you're doing really good work.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Oh, man. This ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates distance and space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but... Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Blaydes. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys. He's attacking armbar now.
And he's out. All right, he's trying to control posture here.
Trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
I mean, how many can he take? All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, I mean, but he's right? He's so right. in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
Right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side.
Oh, beautiful entry as he secures the double leg takedown. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. Yes, so now he's going to attack the triangle choke here.
Well, he's got one hand in, one hand out. Now you're looking for defensively. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round, DC. A lot of good work with the ground and pound striking.
Yeah, he was able to control posture, get himself postured up, land big ground and pound as he ended the round. What a great finish to a fantastic round.
You can't try to punch him once he's already.
Third round underway.
Beautiful punch.
Whoa!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Big elbow.
Whiffs on that offering.
Oh, man, look at that. Picture perfect. Got to the leg, got to his position, got another beautiful takedown.
Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
I mean, how many can he take? Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. He's gonna attack armbar here. Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Ooh, all right, he's got the full mount now, DC, and he has proven to be a hard guy to buck off from this position.
Oh, because he's so heavy. He keeps his weight down. He really does grind on you with his bottom half. He doesn't do anything with his arms. His arms are free to punch. He's collecting you with his hips and his legs, making you make a determination as to whether or not you want to get grounded pounded into the mat, or if you're going to give your back up, where he will then start to chase chokes.
A lot of energy expenditure defensively if you are the bottom fighter in this equation. Well, he's got his back now. Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Side control now.
Let's go. Get him off you. Get him off.
Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. Ground and pound strike is true. All right, side control now. All right, bottom fighter here. Maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Close guard. Blaydes is back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Under 2 minutes in our third and final. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangle.
Oh, you gotta watch him attacking submissions. He throws the legs up to try to get a triangle choke here.
Guys, what?
Nicely done. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Able to land the single ground strike there. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Blaydes going to work here from the full guard. Nice combination of strikes, mixing it up pretty well here. Well, you know I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in the gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Nice hammer fist. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. 20 seconds left. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 29-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Sergei Pavlovich.
All right, nice job by him there, as he is your winner via unanimous decision. And sometimes I would think it's easier said than done to just leave the judges out of it. Dominant performance, and he gets his hand raised.
Yeah, and if you got to go to the judges, leave no question, right? Be the person.
That fight was some straight up fucking bullshit. 2 absolute killers in the heavyweight division, and instead of a goddamn war, we get a fucking grappling match? Are you fucking serious? That's not what the fuck people paid to see. I had every right to boo that shit. It was supposed to be a fucking slugfest, not a wrestling practice session. Yeah, John Jones versus Tom Aspinall is the fucking fight. None of this waiting around bullshit. John's the champ. Aspinall's the interim champ. Boom. That's the fight. We're looking at March next year, and that's the goddamn plan. Let's fucking go.